Okay, so this year we've decided to hatch our own duckling eggs, and for a couple of weeks we collected eggs, and we set eggs in the incubator about 6 days ago. So today we are going to candle the eggs in our incubator and see if we have any viable eggs that we can hatch. And my boys are here with me, Kane and Sawyer, and we're going to candle our eggs and see if we have any that we need to take out or maybe replace. We have all of our eggs out of our incubator. Our incubator has a candling light built in. We made sure that we washed our hands very well before we took the eggs out of the incubator. We have to do this pretty quickly. So I'm going to show you what fertilized viable egg looks like quickly, and then we'll quickly go through all the eggs, and if we find one that isn't viable, we'll show you that one too as well and explain to you why it is not a viable egg that we can leave in the incubator. So our first egg, let's start with this one back here, Kane. Hold on, Sawyer. I'll let you do the next one. Okay, put it on there. Okay, so if you look, this one actually is a viable baby. Right here in the center is the little tiny embryo, and then all these veins are the blood forming for the baby. Okay, so this egg is viable. So let's keep moving right along. Okay, so this one is actually an egg that is not viable. So this one is going to get set aside, and we are not going to use it. Hold on, put that back up there so I can explain to them why it's not. So if you look at this egg, nowhere in it does it have any veins, and it also does not have a little tiny embryo like the other one did. Okay. All right. Now let's turn it and see.
Oh, it's a baby.
No, it's not. Look. No, it's not. See? There's no veins. There's no embryo. So this egg is also not viable.
I thought that was a vein, Mom.
Nope. That's just imperfection in the egg shell. Okay. All right. So that one we'll set aside. Here, Kane. Okay. So this one is also a viable egg. The embryo and the veins. Okay. That one also has a little tiny embryo and veins. So does that one. Oh, that one's actually moving. I don't know if you saw that or not, but you have to be very, very careful, okay, guys? Oh, this one is too. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, because this is actually a green-shelled egg, so it's a little bit harder to see, but you can see the embryo right here in the center, and then the veins. These green-shelled eggs are Rouen eggs, and their shells are a little harder to see, but this one also is viable. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me see here. I have a flashlight here. If you see, that one is also viable. You can see the embryo in the center and the veins. And then this is another Rouen egg, and it is also viable. And it is a green-shelled egg as well, so it's a little bit harder to see, but right here in the center is the embryo and then the blood vessels. So we need to get these back in the incubator rather quickly. So out of all of our 11 eggs that we had, there was only 3 that did not have viable embryos in them. Okay, so we have put our eggs back into our incubator, and we will candle them again on day 14 just to make sure that none of the embryos have died and everything is still growing the way that it should. We're actually going to add 4 more eggs to the incubator since we had 3 that weren't viable, and we actually have space for an extra one, so we're going to add an extra one today too. Okay, so we have decided that we're going to add a few more eggs to the incubator, and when we check our other eggs that we checked today, in 7 days, we will also candle these, and hopefully they will have viable embryos in them as well. So I think we're going to try and fit 5 more eggs in there. 1 Rouen egg, and the other 4 are either Welsh Harlequin or Silver Appleyard. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it before. I think I did about the Rouens, but the other eggs that are in here, there's 4, well, actually, there's
4.
There's 4 white eggs and 4 green eggs. The green eggs are Rouen eggs, and the white eggs are Welsh Harlequin. So, and then, like I said, we're going to add another Rouen egg, and then these other eggs are either Welsh Harlequin or Silver Appleyard. So we're going to add these to the incubator, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're just gently placing these in here. Hopefully we can get all 5 of these to fit. Why don't you scoot that Rouen egg over, son? Oh, good, they fit. Okay, so we need to quickly replace the lid. Make sure that you line up the thing. The egg turner. Did the egg turner?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So our incubator actually has a built-in egg turner. So we have to make sure when we put the lid on that it lines up so that it continues to turn our eggs. So we will candle all these eggs again in 7 days. And hopefully our extra 5 that we added will have embryos in them. And hopefully none of our other 8 eggs will have, hopefully the embryos will still be alive and growing. So we will give you guys an update in about a week. So thanks for following along on our little duckling hatching journey. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And everybody have a wonderful first day of spring.